Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. How are you?
Good. So there's a road in Keene called Chapman Road. And off of Chapman there is a Cranberry Road. So there's no stop sign at the end of Cranberry Road. And it's pretty dangerous because the road across from it is directly lined up with Cranberry. So it looks like you're staying on the same road. So at the end of Cranberry, if you don't stop, you're going to go across the busy Chapman Road and like hit somebody. So do you think you could go...
Hold on just one second.
Yeah.
If we talk to our engineering division.
Hello, Don speaking.
Hi, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
Good. So there is a road in Keene called Cranberry Road. And
There
there's...
is.
Right, and there's no stop sign at the end of that road. And what's kind of funny is that right across from Cranberry Road, there's a long driveway or another road. So when you hit the bottom of Cranberry, you don't see a stop sign, so you sail across Chapman Road, and you could hit somebody or cause an accident, because it looks like the road just continues right on. But actually,
It must be a driveway, because I don't think there's a road on that side.
yeah, right across there's a huge driveway or something. It's a real big thing. So it looks like the road continues right across, and you sail over Chapman Road without stopping because there's no stop sign. So do you think you guys could put one in there at the bottom of Cranberry Road?
So let me just see. Let me just take a look at the map here. So
Great, thank you. Thanks a lot. So I'll be right back. I'm going to grab something in the other room. 1 second.
Right, sounds great.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, so I see what you're talking about on the map. It is a private driveway that goes to a house that's sort of set back from the road. Let me just look at one more thing.
Yep.
Yeah, so right now Cranberry is not in the city code as a stop sign street. They have to be listed in the city code in order to be enforceable as a stop sign. So it's a bit of a process to get that approved. It takes some time. I can talk to the director and see if we can put something up there temporarily, but it may be a little bit before we can put up an official stop sign.
Yeah, that sounds great. It's just kind of like an optical illusion. That driveway directly across looks like the continuation of Cranberry. So it could cause a huge accident. So whatever you could do would be great. Your name is Don?
Don, yep.
Okay, should I call you back in a week or two, or could I help you with the process by talking to your director?
No, I don't think anything else is needed right now. I would say, yeah, give me probably a couple of weeks, and then we'll let you know whether we're going to do a stop sign or something, less than a stop sign that we don't need the city council authority for.
Yeah. So what is Cranberry? It's his own private community,
no,
or
it's a public street. It's a public road, but to be enforceable by the police department, stop signs have to be listed in the city code.
yeah. So maybe we could get that approved because it is pretty dangerous. It's not like it's easy to go right across that road. I'm a real careful driveway, and it happened to me. So it looks like it might happen to other people. So I don't want to. I don't want an accident to happen.
Okay, I will see what we can do.
All right, Don. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good afternoon, Public Works. This is Diane. May I help you?
Hello, is Don there, please?
I believe he is. Just a minute, please.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, Don speaking.
Hello, Don. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. This is John Harwood. I called back at the end of September, and I told you that there's no stop sign on Cranberry Road.
Yes.
And you said that you're going to have to talk to your engineering division or something about that to get that approved.
Yeah, I thought I responded to you already, John.
No, sir. I did not get a message. What was the outcome?
Oh, I apologize if I didn't close the loop with you. So I did look at it, and I reviewed. So the city and the state follow. There's a federal guidance document called the Manual and Uniform Traffic Control Devices. And that's kind of like the standard that we use. That spells out like when it's appropriate and what conditions ought to be met before you install a stop sign or a yield sign or what have you. So I did look at it. I compared it to those what they call warrants for the stop signs, and it didn't meet them. I looked at the site. I went up there myself and looked at it, and honestly, I guess I'm just not sharing the opinion that it's ambiguous that that's the end of the road there. So I think that was the outcome.
Okay, I've never been on a road where there's not a stop sign at the end of an intersection. So why do they just choose that one street in Keene?
That's definitely not the case. Stop signs are not required when the normal rules of the road would dictate who has the right of way. There's no need to put a stop sign. And the normal rules of the road dictate that the through street, in this case Chapman Road, has the right of way, and traffic turning onto and out of Cranberry, being the side street, has to yield.
Okay, so is there any other street that you could reference to me in Keene that doesn't have a stop sign at the end of it? Because as far as I know, every street has a stop sign at the end of it that I'm familiar with.
No, yeah, I definitely can. I can't list them off the top of my head, but to have a stop sign and be enforceable, it actually has to be listed in city code. And there's, I don't know, maybe I want to say about 80 or so locations in city code that are listed as stop conditions.
Are stop signs real expensive to put in? Is that why it has to go through all this loops, or?
It's not so much the cost. It's more a matter of when you over-apply signs, where you put up signs that aren't serving a specific function, you just tend to create, we call noise, sign pollution, right? It's like if people start to ignore the signs because there's so many of them, they can't keep track of everything.
Okay, so
when there's no real function or purpose for the sign, we try not to install it, and certainly the MUTCD is pretty clear about this. Like, stop signs aren't to be used for slowing down traffic or traffic calming. They're only used and appropriate where you have large volumes or the rules of the road are ambiguous as to who has the right of way. There's specific situations. So yeah.
Okay, so who did you talk to at the state?
I didn't talk to anyone at the state. There'd be no state jurisdiction here. That would be a city function. So, with all traffic control requests, typically the way that we handle them, and we get lots of requests for signs or speed bumps and all kinds of different things. Typically, they'll come to my office first for that engineering review.
Okay.
And we're looking at it in terms of the engineering requirements and warrants for the particular type of traffic control device or traffic calming measure that's being requested. The appropriateness of that application for the location. And
okay, so sir, I know I don't want to wait
history and whatnot.
Okay, I don't want to take up too much of your time, sir. So who did you talk to get it approved or shot down? Was that you after your investigation or somebody else?
City engineer. So I was the first stop, and that my recommendation was not to do something. And
okay.
I talked to the director about that, and he concurred in that. my mistake was just not closing the loop with you, so I do apologize
Okay,
for that.
what was your last name, Don?
Lussier, Lussier.
Lussier. And how much is a stop sign?
I'd have to look it up. I want to say probably installed is about $300.
$300. So if I lived in that street, could I put up a stop sign or no? Could I ask you if I could put one up or no?
No, like I said, in order for a stop sign to be legal, it has to be listed in city code as a stop street, so that the police have a ordinance that they can enforce, and the reason to give somebody a ticket, and that can only be done by the city council.
Okay, so if we were to fund the stop sign, raise money to get the 300, you still wouldn't follow through to help the citizens on that street, huh?
It would go to the city council, and my recommendation from an engineering perspective would to not place it there.
That would be your recommendation even if we raised the 300. So you're adamant about not putting a stop sign there for one reason or another, huh, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
well, you sound like a real reasonable guy, so I appreciate your time. Bye-bye.
Time and day not set. Hey, John, this is Don Lussier from the city of Keene. We're just chatting, and I think we got disconnected. Obviously, I just wanted to say clearly you're not satisfied with my response, and I guess that I get that. I often have to give people an answer that they don't like, and I was going to suggest that if you want to pursue it further and discuss it with the public works director, he's my boss, and